I initially came out here to photograph dragonflies. Unfortunately, the little area where it was covered in dragonflies last year has dried up. But what we have got is we've got honeybees drinking water from this pond just here. So we're going to try and take some pictures of these honeybees and also see if we can get some in-flight action shots of the honeybees. So since we are dealing with a wet area, I'm limited as to where I can go. We have moving subjects, the bees are coming in, drinking water and then flying off. So this is a perfect use case for the new OM Systems DxO Digital 50 to 200mm f2.8 lens. That's the lens I'm going to be using to photograph these bees now. So you can see with the bees, they're all coming in, they're landing, they're grabbing some water and they're going back to the hive. Now this land is boggy, it's wet, so I don't want to get too far in. And I also don't want to get the equipment wet. It's not my gear, so I don't want to get it wet. As we want to get low down, I'm not going to lie down in the water. I'm not getting wet to get these shots. So what we can do is we can flip out our screen and to get low down. To get lower, what we want to do is we want to take the tripod collar and move it up to the top of the lens. So we now have the tripod collar at the top of the lens, and now I can get it all the way down to the ground to get a photo of the bees. So for the settings for this particular shoot, it's going to be very similar to my wildlife settings for birds in flight. I'm going to go to a C4, that's my custom setting, and currently I'm at 1/2000 f2.8 and I have Pro Capture SH2 on. So I can half press the shutter to start taking images and store them to the buffer, then as a bee takes off I fully press the shutter button to save those images. All we got to do now is find a bee, check our exposure and see what we like. So I'm going to go to 200mm on the zoom range and we're going to see which bee do we want. So you can see the bee there, it's drinking water. Once it's out its field, it's going to take off. So you can see how I'm holding the camera. I'm holding the camera with the collar here, my screen out, okay, hold it with his left hand, press my focus button in, half press the shutter, then I will wait for the bee to take off to get the shot. So what I'm going to do now, I want to give you a proper EVF look. So I have my Atomos Ninja phone now connected to my camera so you can see the EVF. So you can see the settings that I'm starting with. 1/2000 f2.8 using auto ISO and Pro Capture SH2. That's just a ballpark figure to start the shoot off with. So what I need to do now is find a bee and then fine tune our settings. Now we have a storm coming in, the sun is in and out, so the settings are going to change very quickly. In this particular instance I would probably leave auto ISO on because again the sun is coming in and out. What you want to do is really concentrate on your composition and getting the shot. Don't worry too much about your ISO because we can always reduce the noise and grain afterwards in post-production. If you want to be really professional, then set your ISO yourself, okay? And I'm going to adjust the focus to the closest focusing, but we're going to keep it in auto focus because we will let the camera do the work for us. Okay, we've got one just there. Finding him is going to be quite difficult. There he is. So I have the bee. Get the camera down low, try to lock on the focus. You can see how difficult it is. There we go, I was too close. Yeah, it's finding it very difficult to lock on. So I'm half pressing the shutter. So I'm now grabbing frames and we're just waiting for him to take off. And he's gone behind a piece of moss, look, so we've lost focus. And now it's just a waiting game, we're just waiting for it to take off. Okay, so it just took off. As soon as it took off, I pressed the button to save the images that was in my buffer. And now all I've got to do is go through and have a look. So when you're doing this type of photography, don't stick to one composition. Move around, have a look through your viewfinder, see what you like. So I'm coming over here now. Risking it a little bit, it's getting a little bit boggy because we've got another little bee just here. And again, we focus, half press our shutter and wait for him to take off. Sometimes you'll find that the bees come too close to you It can confuse you. You think your camera is not locking on with the focusing, but it's actually because it physically can't, because it's too close. So you just want to back off a little bit to get your focusing. So when you try this for yourself, you are going to get a lot of images that are out of focus. Images where you've just completely missed the focus, the camera hasn't locked on, and you haven't locked on. Let's remember, you're doing this handheld. Your bee's moving, you're moving, your camera's moving. You are going to get a lot of images. So don't be dissuaded if you get home and you don't get any in focus, because you're just looking for that one image that is in focus. Now, where everything comes together, your focusing works, you work, your composition's nice, half the time the bee is going to be facing away from you. Again, there's nothing you can do about it. Just carry on going and keep on going. Now, this particular lens here, I think, as I said in my review, it's an absolutely fantastic lens at doing insects in flight. We can also put a teleconverter on there to create a full frame equivalent one-to-one magnification setup. So I've not showed you everything in this video because I want you to go out and experiment, play with this type of photography. One thing I want you to try is your shutter speed. If you want to freeze the wings in place, increase the shutter speed. And again, to compensate, you may have to increase your ISO. Well, give that a go. Also, try lowering your shutter speed. See if you can get some in-camera motion blur on the bees. See what happens then, because that could be quite interesting as well. But the most important part is, after you've watched this video, is not to just click like, leave a comment, get your gear, go out, give it a go, but more importantly, have fun doing it, because if you're not having fun doing your photography, there's no point even going in the first place. Bees in flight, I think it's an absolutely fantastic genre of photography. I'm really liking my insects in flight. As you've seen this year, I've done quite a few of them. And it's something I'm going to carry on doing into next year as well. Unfortunately, I do have to send this lens back to OM Systems. So I'm going to pack up now and I'm going to go home. But these are the images I managed to get using this exact setup. This is the OM1 Mark II with the new MZeco Digital 50 to 200mm f2.8 lens. An absolutely fantastic setup for doing wildlife and insects in flight. And again, if you attach the 2x teleconverter, you can do a 1-to-1 full frame equivalent macro ratio on this setup. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of the images, and are you going to try some bees in flight? Make it quick, because the season is quickly coming to an end. But let me know in the comments below. And of course, you can always join my macro community if you want to chat to me one-on-one and show me some of your work. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.